What's up everyone, and welcome on back for another video here on the channel. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back and joining me on today's video. And if this happens to be your first time finding this channel, welcome. My name is Monet. I am 27 years old. I am a single budgeter, and on this channel I am sharing my financial journey as I manage life and manage how to be responsible with my finances, because that is something I was just not taught, and I am learning, and I utilize the cash envelope method. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. I got myself out of debt, so if you want to watch my old debt-free journey videos to see that, be sure to look at that playlist. But as of today, I am focusing on saving and getting my money to work for me, if that makes any sense. So if any of that sounds like something you would also be interested in, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Join the family. We would love to have you, and hit the bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload my next video. So within today's video, as I'm sure we can see, it is going to be a cash envelope stuffing. So of course that means I just got paid. This will be my second paycheck from my full-time job. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm going to budget that, then just keep on watching. All right, so here we are back with my paycheck breakdown sheet. If you aren't aware, all of the sheets that I use are available for a digital download. I create them each month, or you can get the kit for 12 to 6 months. Everything will be down in the description. They can be found within my website and my Etsy. So print them out, and I hope they help you. Also wanted to note regarding my shop, I did close it because I am preparing for a vacation / wedding that I will be attending soon. So I am scheduled to leave the end of this month. So I wanted to close the shop and finish working through all the open orders that I have for the next upcoming week. And then I believe for the next 2 weeks, it will be closed. So if you're wondering, that's why. But I do have all of my digital printables and downloads. All of that is still available within the shop. So please be sure to utilize that if that helps you. So getting started with paycheck number 2. As we see, I got paid on the 22nd of March. From my full-time job, my check came out to $2,112. This is after all of my deductions such as healthcare, taxes, 401k, and tithe. I did go ahead and increase my 401k contribution from my employer, so that is why my paycheck is a little bit lower than it typically is. But we are coming up on yearly reviews and peer performances, so it's a possibility that I may be getting a raise. We are just hopeful, and we'll see about that, but I believe that should be reflected in April if I find out about that or not. So hopefully we have some more money coming in, which is always great. But for today, we are working with our $2,112 that we will budget. So getting started with our expenses, I'm going to put away the second half for my rent that is going to be due on April 1st. So to complete my rent payment, I'm going to need $772 for that. Following that is my electricity, and you guys, it is slowly decreasing each month, which I love to see. I am now charged $198, which is, good. I was happy to see it. I'm just happy to not see 200 and something. So if we can just keep lowering this thing every month, I am satisfied with that. Moving on, next we have gas for my car. That's going to get $35. I go to Costco. That's why I don't take out cash for gas. So that is that. But in terms of all of my expenses, that is everything for this pay period. So if we total up that, it will come to $996. Moving on, next is the cash portion. So these are my variable expenses that I keep within my cash dividers. Spending is going to get $100. Groceries is budgeted at $150. Toiletries is going to get $30. Clothing at $20. And eating out with $35. So if we total up everything within the cash portion, that gives me $335 budgeted there. Next, we can go ahead and move along to my sinking funds. These are also an important part of my budget. They help me for the unexpected and the expected. So saving up for them slowly really does help. So first sinking fund is annual payments. That's going to get $40. Following that is car maintenance. That will get $20. Car insurance is getting $35. Christmas, I'm going to add $20. Gifts is getting 10. Household is also getting 10. Medical with 5. And travel getting $115. So totaling up everything within my sinking funds, that gives this section $255 budgeted. Next, we move along to my savings, adding $250 to my emergency fund so that we can continuously get closer and closer to being done with that. I am so excited about that. It's just so beautiful to see that fund grow. As well as my Roth IRA, that is going to get $276. If you are unaware, this is my first year getting into a Roth IRA. I know I should have got it sooner, but it's never late. I'm just starting when I can start. But adding $276 to that because I am trying to stay on track to max that out for the year, and that is $7,000. So saying that, let me go ahead and grab my tracker. This is the tracker that I'm using to ensure that I have $7,000 contributed to my Roth IRA by the end of the year. This is done weekly, so each week this signifies how much you should put towards your balance. This is a printable that is available. If you are also interested and you want to start, you don't have to start at the top of the year, you can start whenever. But since I'm paid bi-weekly, I account for it every 2 weeks. So 138 plus 138 equals the 276 that we just put aside. So I'm gonna check that. And now we are at a total of $1,516 contributed to our Roth IRA for the year, which is great. All right, so finishing up our savings, if we total up these two, that gives a total of $526 for this section. And then down here is debt, which I do not have. I am currently debt-free, as I shared. So let's total up everything that we are going to withdraw from the bank today in terms of cash for our cash stuffing. So I'm gonna add 335 plus 255, and I'm only withdrawing the 250 for the emergency fund. The Roth IRA, I transfer that right to the account. So that's going to be $840 that I will be withdrawing from the bank today. So it's as simple as that, always telling our money exactly where to go. And now that I have a plan, I will head to the bank and get the cash. And when I get back, we'll go ahead and get started with the cash stuffing. All right, everyone, so I am back from the bank. I got our cash right here in our bank bag. And to see how I broke off my denominations, this is how I told the teller I wanted my $840. So now that we got the cash, let me get the setup going and I'll bring you guys back once I'm ready. So here we are, we got our money laid up at the top. We have our binder for our cash envelopes and then the cash dividers for the wallet. So as always, let's go ahead and get started with the cash dividers. I plan on doing quite a bit of spending this week. As I said, I am preparing to leave for the wedding and for my little extra event that I have going on also. So looking at spending is going to get $100, and I just took this out in 250s. Typically I do it in 20s, but I know I'm going to use $100 at least on getting the remaining things that I want for the trip. I still want to look possibly for like a purse or like a little shawl that I can wear with the dress. And shout out to you guys when I posted on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do so. But I was struggling to find a dress for this wedding, and I don't know where we shop for dresses anymore. I purchased 5 to 6 dresses and I had to return all of them because I just didn't like the quality. I didn't like the way they looked on me. Everything was so tight. I just could not. But luckily, thankfully, I finally found a dress. I got it off of the store called Windsor. Apparently that's like a popular store because I told my family about it and they knew about it. But yeah, I found it in Windsor and it's a beautiful dress. If I can remember, maybe I'll post a picture, but if not, follow me on Instagram and I'm sure I'll post me wearing it at the wedding. But yeah, a hassle with clothes. But I know I still want to get my nails done, I want to get my eyebrows done, I want to purchase some makeup, and I think I'm just going to take it all out of spending to be easier. So I let my spending build up a little bit, knowing that I'm going to be spending quite a few this week. All right, so after adding $100, we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 55. So we have $255 for spending. Up next, we have groceries. Groceries is getting 150. So I'm gonna do 250s and 220s and 110. I think I need to do a good grocery shop. My best friend came back again to visit me. If you guys watched my last video, or probably not the last video, but the video before, where it was like a spend the week with me. First of all, you guys got her head so big because she swears she is the star of that video. And she is only coming to visit me now if I'm recording because she thinks she is that important. But she did come to visit me again. I didn't record that week, but whenever she does come, I go grocery shopping to accommodate for another person being in the house because I literally grocery shop for myself and that's it. So I am running low on quite a few things, but I'm also hesitant to go grocery shopping knowing that I'm about to be away for like 2 weeks. So I don't know, I'm on the fence, but I still need to get through at least this last week. So I'll do like a little grocery shop probably just to get me by. So with that in mind, we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. So $285. That is more than enough for me, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Whenever you go on like a extended vacation trip, do you typically grocery shop before you leave so that then when you come back, you don't have to worry about it? Or should I just wait until I come back? I don't want to get anything perishable, obviously, that won't last, but I feel like some things, like they could just sit in the freezer and they'll be good. Up next, we have toiletries. Toiletries is getting $30. This is probably where I'll take out some makeup depending on the cost because I don't have a lot of money in toiletries. But if the products that I'm looking at don't come to too high of a total, then I'll just take it from here. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. So $85 for toiletries. Up next is clothing. Clothing is just getting 20. She is completely, well, not completely, she has $20 left, but she was used enough this month between the wedding and then shopping for this little event that I'm doing. I'm sorry, I just don't want to share what my event is because I don't want people to know what I'm doing and where I'll be, but I have another little event that I'm going to after the wedding and I bought some clothes for that as well. So yeah, clothing has been used. So now adding 20, we have $40 and that will complete that. And then we have eating out with a big old zero. I was eating out a lot this week, I'm not gonna lie. So that is completely gone. And I'm gonna add $35 just because I feel like I'm gonna be lazier come the end of this week. And if I, wanna grab a little something, don't feel like cooking, I have myself covered. So adding $35 for that. And that will complete all of our cash dividers. I just realized we don't have any singles. So I have no singles to add to the dollar jar, but that's okay, sometimes that happens. But we are all set in terms of my cash dividers and I am ready to go out and spend. I'm gonna go out Saturday and hopefully I can get everything done in one day. But there we go, added for that. All right, and we don't have singles, but I do believe I have some coins. So I'll go ahead and empty out my wallet for that. All right, and we are saving up for the year with my coins to see what I have. So now that all that's done, we can go ahead, bring out the binder and get started with the sinking funds. All right, first up is annual payments. That's getting $40. And I did take money out for this. I know I sent money to my best friend because we share Paramount Plus. So I believe it's $60 total. So I sent her $30 and then she'll cover the rest. And I paid for something else. I can't remember what it is. Oh, I paid for Hulu. Hulu was also charged at the end of this month. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 55. So $155 saved up for annual payments. Up next, we have car maintenance. That's getting $20. My car is once again in need of a car wash, so I'll probably use this for that. We do have $1,000. This is a placeholder, meaning that $1,000 is in the bank. And then in cash, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So that's $1,174 for car maintenance. All right. After that, we have car insurance. That's getting $35. I am saving up for my 6-month payment. I believe that's in May, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'm trying to save at least $500 for my 6-month payment. So adding that, we now have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. So $370 is saved up for car insurance. Up next, we get into Christmas. Christmas is getting $20, so adding a $20 bill. We now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20. So $320 saved up for Christmas. Next is gifts. Gifts is getting $10. Adding 10 to this, we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, and 20. So $120 for gifts. I was saving this up for, of course, the wedding that I'm going to see if I wanted to get them a gift, but I'm not aware of any registry or anything. So in the words of my family, I guess my presence is the gift, because I don't know what else they were expecting. And I didn't want to do anything too much, but we'll see how that goes. But if not, we're gonna go ahead and continue to save for upcoming holiday, which is Mother's Day and Father's Day. And yeah, we'll cover for that. So moving on, we have household. That's getting $10. Adding 10, we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65. $165 put away for household. And then we have medical. That's getting $5. So adding 5, we have $500 in the bank, and then 20, 30, 35, 40. So a total of $540 for medical. Next up is travel. That's getting $115. As we know, this is my favorite category, and she is depleted, or not depleted. I keep saying depleted. I think I just like that word. She has been reduced is a better word, because I did go ahead and confirm with booking the ticket for my class reunion, and then I also went ahead and booked the flight as well to go back for that. My class reunion is in Jersey. That's where I'm from, and that is going to be in August. So we are all covered there. And now I'm slowly saving up for a possible trip that I'm trying to convince my cousin to commit to. But if she doesn't do it, I'm gonna have to book something for myself for the summer, because I need a break. I need to travel. I need to do something and get out of here for relaxation purposes, which is why I'm so excited for my upcoming trip, because I just need a little getaway. So now in travel, we have 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. $180 for travel. All right, and then lastly is my emergency fund. That's getting $250, so that should be what is left, which is correct. And adding that, you guys, I'm so excited for this total. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5,000 placeholders, meaning that $5,000 is in the bank for my emergency fund, and then in cash we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500. So another 500, so I can definitely deposit this and put a $500 placeholder, but that's a grand total of $5,500 saved up for my emergency fund. We are so close. If you're unaware, I am saving up for a 3-month emergency fund, and the total that I'm working towards is $6,500. And to know that I'm only $1,000 away is so surreal. So I'm super excited about that, so proud. I just never thought, you guys, that I could save the way I'm saving, and it's just really blowing my mind how a change in terms of my finances has happened in the past 3 years. It's just really wild when you really take the time to change the way you think about your money and how you manage it. But yes, in terms of today, that is all I have for my cash. So of course that will complete my cash stuffing. All right, so as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for supporting. Please be sure to like, comment, share. That really does help with the channel. I appreciate you all so much. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those down in the comments below. And for today, you guys, that's all I have. So I will catch you all next time in my next video. Bye, guys.